outstanding natural beauty. This land, our land, embodies nature, and our methods respect it. We use clean energy, solar, hydro, wind, to bring you the cleanest water. Every drop, sustainably sourced from pristine Cornish farmland. From the raw beauty of rainfall to our state-of-the-art bottling facility, situated on an ancient underground lake. We're reminded of the timeless power of pure water. But it doesn't stop here. The secret of cure lies in the pure oxygen we so carefully infuse. To breathe life into every bottle of Cure water, without chemicals or additives. Cure pushes the boundaries of what water can do, uniting life's most essential ingredients: water and oxygen. The next generation of hydration. Cure Oxygen, nature's ultimate water.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, and welcome to Breaking Barriers here on IBN Channel 8. Of course, it's Wednesday evening here, and TKR is not playing, so I'm going to be in the studio. Yeah, because, you know, I don't know if the same thing that happened to me happened to my father when he was young. But anyway, let me just welcome our good friend Style Expression. Located right there off Monroe Road in Cunupia, in the borough of Shogunas, where you get all your tiles, ceramic, porcelain, and not only that, you get high quality tiles as well. You get tiles from Italy, you get some of the biggest and best brands as well, and of course the after sales service and customer service on spot. You can't complain. Any concerns, they will handle it for you. Remember that Style Expression, and of course they carry quartz and granite countertops for those of you who are building your kitchens, whether indoors or outdoors, and they will fix you up accordingly. All right, so yeah, I was saying before we went to that info on our background there, I wonder if my father, when he was an avid cricket fan, if that happened later in his life, I have to ask my brother Boto or Kako or maybe Nazim, if that came later on or if that was something that he had inherent from young. Because I was never into cricket. In fact, everybody would go their way and go and watch cricket, and I was never a cricket fan. But with the CPL, because it's one day, and the match just takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours, I have no problems going. And I would find myself there, and I would find myself watching the cricket. Now, what happened is that Justin and I had taken some photos and some videos and in there, right? So if you could just put that together for me, please, with the stadium as well. When I went there, you know, there's so much positive, and then there's so much negatives. But let me just get through the negatives first. This is the condition of the Brian Lara Stadium What you are not seeing on national TV is this. You're seeing what I'm seeing? Look at the condition of these speakers. Zoom into those speakers from the public address system, please. That thing looking like if birds had diarrhea and went and Lego grrr all over that. I mean, look at it. It stink. It dirty. But wait, Olive, and this is not edited, by the way. Justin, did you by any chance edit these photos?
No, there was no editing done.
You're sure? You're sure you and Saif did not add rust to these posts and we're seeing, Justin?
No,
because you're just trying to make the government look bad.
That is all there. What you're seeing there is exactly how it is.
So no editing was done on this?
No editing.
Well, good. Well, then what we need to do, zoom into those photos, please, because I want people to see our national shame. We are hosting, check this out now, man. We are hosting an event viewed by millions, and plus we have visitors. And there's a $1 billion stadium, eh? There's a $1 billion rubbish heap. That is what we get there. But at the end of the day, is my $1 billion rubbish heap, so I will go because my tax dollars help pay for that. Zoom into that one here, that one in the middle. Zoom into that one. Look at the condition. And you know what's the hardest, boy? I see Noel Garcia when I was there. Noel Garcia. Well, Noel Garcia, I didn't want to spoil my night, so I just say good night to him and went my way because I didn't want to have any conversation with him. But this is the condition, and these are the fellas that the Prime Minister have faith in to take care, right? Right, so let me just, I need to share something on Facebook because what happened is that we were not live a few minutes ago, so let me just get this going because quite frankly, I know a lot of people would have been waiting for the link via Facebook. So just bear with me 1 second, please, people, while I do that. Right, so there we go. Whew. Before I start to get buff from people. Right, so here we go. Let me just do this fast. Just bear with me, please. Right, one more again, and let me just get this done. Here we go. Right, and I am finished. Good, good. There we go. Good, good, good. So we are, for those of you who are now seeing us live on Facebook, I humbly apologize. We had some technical difficulties there, but it has been sorted out. So for those of you who are now joining us on Facebook, right? For those of you who are now joining us on YouTube, for those of you who are now getting to see the stream live, I want to show back these photos for you. This is the Brian Lara Stadium. This is not the Brian Lara Stadium before, right, the event. This is during CPL. This is after they spent a set of money. Look at the condition of this place. It nasty, it disgusting, it stink, it filthy. And I'm going to post these pictures up on my Facebook page. Look at the condition of that. Let's get the other pictures, please. Right, look at the condition of this place, man. All you feel it easy? Not even hog pen does look like this. And people get paid for managing these facilities. Oh, somebody is going to get paid $100 million to refurbish that. Because here what happening, eh? To scrape out the little paint and the paint that oxidizing, because whoever treated that metal, apparently whatever they prime it with, I don't know if they prime it with water or whatever the hell they do, but it ain't working. It ain't working. So therefore what happens is that the whole thing rotting out. Why it is when you go abroad, you see stadiums that you look at the structure and you look at the finish, you see a lot of aluminum, you see a lot of items, titanium and this and that. The only we get is somebody make real money. We ain't get no titanium or aluminum. I don't know, we get steel pipe. And the steel pipe that they put on, well, that after a few years, it starts to rust. Because I could remember during the UNC reign that they had agreed to spend, I think it was $185 million again to bring it up to scratch. So I don't know if they use water paint, maybe 303 water paint to get that done. God alone knows. All right, so I want to show you something else as well. Now, as I stated before, I am not a cricket aficionado. I am now becoming a fan. So there are things that I will say, like I said, the spirit of the people. And there's a video I would like to show you with all the people stand up and all the people celebrating after the win. This, now if you see any Carib girls, it's because I move fast. This was the night, right. I'm trying to move as fast as possible so I wouldn't pick up on any of them girls and them in their pum-pum shorts standing there, because you know Trinidad, you know how things is rule. And next thing you know, some Maulana or something called me and buffed me up and things. So I tried my best. All right, so that is Trinidad. We will come together to celebrate for cricket. We will come together to revel and to enjoy sport. But you know, we in this country, you know, you're going to drop this photo on me, Justin, and you break my spirit, boy. You break my spirit. Because this is how they design the box in the Brian Lara Stadium. This is how they design the box. Where when you sit down, this is what you're seeing. And this is no fault of the sponsors, right? This is what you're seeing. You had a peep through bars. This is like you're a criminal. And check the paint job down. Yes. Burja 303. But I look like I don't think it's water. But this is how we do things in this country. Back to front. It can't work. Anyway, I want to explain something to you. Right? The traffic was horrendous. The traffic was ridiculous. There was absolutely no planning. But then again, when I went there and I see the ASP or the senior that was there, that Smith, that the same man who had set me up and who had falsely arrested somebody at Baraka Grounds and who have a letter by the police complaints right now, and the police complaints and doing nothing. That same Smith was there. That same man. So what we saw there was not unexpected. Because at the end of the day, look who they put there. Look who they put. Right? Me, I just pass his street. Because I always say, have a God. And God does deal with them kind of people. God does deal with them. Right? I ain't going to get my hands dirty for stupidness. Right? God will handle he. But at the end of the day, when I see that man, my belly does grind. Because I know it had to have somebody incompetent there for this thing to be failing so bad. Because there was nothing put in place to facilitate the physically challenged. Take a look at this young man. Right? This young man, Justin, watch. Take a look at the young man on the left. Now pause that video. Now pull it back a little, right in their head. Justin, right, good. Are you seeing the stadium at all from where that young man is?
No.
The stadium is not in sight. All you're seeing is the light, right?
If you pass there during the day, over there will be totally deserted where the walking is there right now. Right.
And what I also want you to notice, look on the right and you will see that there are cars parked on one side and there are no cars parked on this side. The reason being is that certain police officers partnered with criminal elements. Certain police officers, and they were basically sharing the loot when it comes to parking. That is what I was told by an officer. Look at this young man. And this is what we call a progressive country. I spoke to the family. They were from Rosilac. This young man
was blocked from entering.
Right now, watch this.
All of a sudden now, they have opened up a large amount of areas here for people to park. And men touting and collecting money here now. How much for the park? How much for the park? 20? All right, okay. Yeah. No, I'm trying to get a parking spot. How much for a parking spot here? 50. 50? Yeah. 50. 50 for parking spot, boy. 50.
This is a public road. That is a public road. That area is the property of UDCOT and the government of Trinidad and Tobago. But you see, this is what the government under Keith Rowley and his minions in the boards allow. They will allow that. Because you see, that is progress. You go to Queen's Park, Savannah, right? Yeah, go ahead, guys. Yeah, you go, hold on, pull back, let's thank our friends Neil Shells Auto Parts for all your European parts, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar, Volvo, original replacement, engine, transmission, electrical, everything. Once your vehicle is a European vehicle, contact them and they will fix you up with the parts. That's the number on the screen. Take advantage, give them a call, tell them you heard it right here. As we move along now to our good friends, Berberine. And in fact, let me tell you something. Don't take my word for it. Go online and do a little research and see what this product does. And, you know, people don't understand it. People think that I will advertise anything and say anything because we get paid. Let me explain something to you. There are companies that come to us, and I know their products are failures, and it's just rot, and I refuse to advertise for them. I only advertise products that I know are scientifically proven and backed up. And everything that I say here could be proven. All you have to do, for those of, just go online, don't take my word for it, and search Berberine. For those of you who have diabetes and diabetic-related issues, take a little read and look up for yourself, and you will see how this drug is turning out to be a miracle drug, right? As I said before, I have not reached a stage where I need to use it. Thank God for that. But those of you who have, right, or those of you who want to use it as a preventative can do so. All right? Remember, and by the way, like I said before, I have started, in fact, no. I started using it 2 weeks ago. I shouldn't say I haven't started it. And I have been using it on and off. Because quite frankly, it could also be used as a preventative because you want to go down that road. So make sure and organize and put things in place and take your daily doses. Let's go to the slide again, guys, to the other slides, right? This is the traffic that we had to deal with.
Who is these people, right?
Because you see, the police service decided that they would put a set of incompetent people to manage the cricket. And this is what we were left with. We had to suffer at the end. But and check this out, pause. Police stand up right there and watch the colors on the car bus. Police blue, watch it right there. Blue right there. And if these same police catch you on the road with that blue light, you're dead. You see, and this is the hypocrisy that we see every single day in this country. Today, while going down the road, I see a police vehicle going down, one broken backlight, one broken front light. But if it's you dead. And it just continues, and it's so nauseating living in a country that there is so much hypocrisy. And, you know, sometimes I really wonder if it's worth it. And I was telling myself about 2 weeks ago, and I mentioned it as well, that after the next election, I am done. This program comes to an end. It doesn't matter who wins, but this program comes to an end in 2025. I have decided that this program has been going on for 18 years now, and it's about time at 20 years. I think it's about time we bring it to a halt for me to, if God spare my life, for me to relax myself and breathe. Because you see, when you live in a country where you have hard-headed people who don't want to listen and could only complain every single day, and when it's time to get off their backsides, they do nothing, why the hell should I continue to talk? For what reason? Just to let you know as well, I have we have a notice for Baraka Grounds, guys, right? This is just to let you know that halal certificates have been banned at Baraka Grounds, and we will tell you why. Please be advised, with immediate effect, no establishment at Baraka Grounds will have on display halal certificates from any organization. And the facts are clear. Baraka Grounds is run by practicing members of the Muslim community. That is a fact. All vendors occupying food stalls are practicing Muslims, and their food is halal. And you cannot question them if it's halal. And if you question them, you're damn fast and out of place. The management of Baraka Grounds handle all concerns and issues. Recently, someone raised a question. We spoke to the vendor, and we provided all the certification for the gentleman. So everything, you know. And people has come there offering free certificate, but we tell them, nah, use that to start a fire or something. being Muslim and needing a certificate to show my food is halal is just plain stupid. And I agree, all these people rushing to get this and it doesn't benefit your business. Why the hell are you doing that for? All you can't be that dotish. Secondly, paying a yearly fee to renew my halalness, right, is even more stupid. And that is correct. Imagine your halalness expiring every year. That is just stupid. And then 6, persons who know nothing about Islamic laws, the Sharia, etc., are granted certificates, which is the height of stupidity. Because when they run out of chicken, you really think they're going out there and buying halal chicken or halal beef or halal lamb? I mean, at the end of the day, that is the height of stupidity. So I can guarantee you when you come to Baraka Grounds, we don't mix matters. So don't look for no halal certificate. If you don't want to buy, no problem. I have not had a halal certificate in my business for 7 years. And all the people who does be talking halal and issuing certificates does come by me and buy. So what does that tell you? We're not going to waste our money and the tenants are not going to waste their money either. Right? So that's our position. Let me just welcome Gate Automation Company Limited. For those of you who have not installed an automatic gate as yet, do so now, please. Because especially with the mad times we are facing, all you need to put something in place. This thing about coming out of your car and opening gate, I think days for that done. And if you could reverse into your yard, better yet, because when you reverse in, you are able to see what is coming through the gate and you could rest it on them one time with the car. When I say rest, forget damaging your BMW, your B13, your whatever. Rest it on them, jam it on them. If you have to go through a soft piece of wall or gate, do it. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's your life. You don't know what these idiots will do. Let's go again, guys. Yes. Criticism and praise have followed the crowning of a Venezuelan national at the Miss Grand International TNT pageant on Sunday. You know what's the hardest way? We are the women's rights group who does talk about men and what men does do women and how men does disrespect women and how we does treat women like meat. This is the type of thing that you have that treat women like meat. This is the type of thing that you have that disrespect women. Now, here what's happening. This woman have an account. It's the OnlyFans account. What happens is that normally people who do pornography and all those things, they will have an account and they will have their name hooked up to that account where they earn income through their credit card or through PayPal or whatever. According to reports, this young lady has one. That is her personal business. How she wants to earn, she's responsible for that. But for me, that ain't no example to nobody at the end of the day. That ain't no example, because what you want is an example. Because here what they say, you cannot be a mother with children and things, because that is bad. You understand? But you could be a prostitute on the internet. Because basically, that is what you're doing. One is that you're not physically getting involved in the act, but you're exposing everything and you're getting paid for it. You understand? So the reality of it is that, I mean, you're not actually doing any act. In fact, that is not even the correct word. But what happens is that you are actually using your body, right, and getting paid for it. What example are you setting? Not only that, you can't even speak English properly, but you're going to represent Trinidad and Tobago. One of the things that people love about Trinidad and Tobago is our accent. They love the Trini accent. What are you going to talk and say? When they ask you who is the Prime Minister, you're going to say Mother Rowley. This country, this shows you. Oh, someone had reminded me, she probably identifies as a Trinidadian, because you know, worldwide you could identify as anything. If you want to identify as a donkey, you could identify as a donkey. But then again, in Trinidad and Tobago, if you want to identify as a prime minister, it's like identifying the same thing as a donkey. So at the end of the day, what I got to tell you, you can identify with anything you want, or anyhow you want, or be anything you want. This is how mad this world is. Woman could be man, man could be woman, and identify as anything. If you want to identify as a doorknob, you could identify as a doorknob. I see a man in China or Japan. He pay to get this outfit done for $12,000 US. So that he could look like a dog and walk like a dog. Boy, here what happened? The kind of drop kick he would get from me, boy. This is the kind of dotish people, are mad people that have outside, you know. Mentally sick people walking all over, you know. Let's go again. Protestant parents want to know when Presal Primary will open. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 parents there, right? 14 parents there in a school that has hundreds of people. Yes, I know people going to work and think, why the hell all you do organize a protest when everybody are wrong? Or take a day off because this is your child's well-being. Why it is the village don't come together and do something? Or the people who are parents come out and do something all over. No, you know what happened? 90% of all you who is parents in that school, yellow belly, dull belly. All you will not come out and do nothing. Even if it was for all your own children, all you refuse to come out. A set of cowards and imps we have as men in this country. Right? And look at this one. This is the Penal Secondary School. Right? And check this out. Someone had called me. I just spoke to you in regards to no electricity in half of the school since Thursday. The students are being kept in the hall without any teaching, right? This is what our schools come down to. But you know what? Carnival, we done planning carnival budget already. Because you see, that is how this government operates. They understand that we have a fat mentality. And once they keep all your fat in and keep all your drunk, all your stupid self, go vote them back again. Not me. I have said it before and I'll say it again. I am going to do everything and anything within my power legal to make sure that megalomaniac who is in power, he does not remain in power. I am going to make sure of that. I helped put him there in 2015, and I and Sean Ishmael will be the one helping to take him out of power in 2025. Legally and within the confines of the law. Democratically. If I never walk for election, I'll walk in for that 2025 election day and night. I ain't sleeping. Because I cannot see this man running this country for another year or two again, because Trinidad and Tobago is already going down the road to hell. All our borders are open. Venezuelan drug men, gunmen, they're coming by the dozens in Trinidad right now. We are not stopping it. Look at the amount of criminal activity being done by Venezuelans. And we have the Bebe of all Bebes as the Minister of National Security. And we don't have a problem with that. We don't have a problem. But say what? You go down to the Baranara Stadium, wave the flag again, because that is all we care about. We just welcome RPM Express Couriers. Remember, for all your courier needs, check them out. Remember, for all your packages coming out of Miami, get online and register with them absolutely free. 2244 RPM. You could call them tomorrow or visit their website, rpmexpresscouriers.com. Best rates, best customer service. Let's go again, guys. I would like to congratulate these two people. I must have spent maybe about $500-600 by them in 2 days' time. You know why? These two people on the side of the road with a simple table, and they're selling rambutan, tang, and I forget the other one. Anyway. And to me, this is what honest living is about. This is what being proud is about. What you do, they ain't go on there and thief or rob nobody. So I would like to congratulate these two people, this husband and wife team, for showing that you could make a living honestly and simply. Well done. Let's go again, guys. You know, to show you how dotish Trinidad is, right? This has nothing to do with the farmer or the gentleman driving. In Trinidad and Tobago, you cannot raise your vehicle 4 inches or more. Licensing office have a problem with that. But backhoes and tractors like this, which become unstable after a certain kilometer per hour and could run off the road and don't even have proper suspension for the roads, it could run on the highways in Trinidad and Tobago. All you think we joke dotish in this country? That a joke dotish, you know. Let's go again. Ah, yes. The normal problem by Bobbies, which all the villagers know we have, and similarly, this village, 90% of the people don't have a problem sitting down, doing nothing, and allowing it to continue. Yes, Ayuka, I'm glad you like the word halalness. Right. Just a reminder for people who asking for berberine, make sure you're asking for berberine plus by AHA Nutrition, AJA Nutrition. All right, some pharmacies trying to pass off that brand as another brand, right? Make sure you ask for the AHA AJA, right? Which is pronounced, I believe, AHA. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it's AJA, right? So just make sure you're getting the correct product. All right, so let's go again. Let's go again, guys. Yes, look again. Zoom in there now, my partner. Watch where he park now, man. Jump out the vehicle and go on his ball head way. He don't care. They don't care, right? And park up next to a Cesspit truck, right? But and the Cesspit truck park up on the road too. It ain't have proper place for Cesspit truck to park. This is what I tell you, some people believe money. Boy, some people believe money. You could do anything, anywhere, anyhow you want. What I'm going to tell you. Such is life. Let's go again. Zoom into the back of that pickup on the shoulder, guys. When Gary was in power, you only noticed 2 blue lights there? Yes. That is a police vehicle. And these police vehicles will frequent the shoulder, up and down, all over, back and forth. And Erla will not say anything. Gary had actually stopped this notice, and police were not allowed to traverse the shoulders. In Trinidad, once you have a police car or undercover, right, those unmarked police vehicles, 90% of them use the shoulder without a problem. And in fact, what I would like you to do, all those of you watching right now and those of you who will see this later on, take photos of all the unmarked police vehicles on the shoulder and send it to me, please. And I will post up all these photos. Because, really and truly, these officers, that is a breach of the law. You're not supposed to use the shoulder, even in an emergency. Even in an emergency. In an emergency, you clear the middle part and you go your way. In other countries, I saw it was Germany, where during traffic, they leave a lane in the middle. They pull to the right and left, and they leave a lane to the middle so ambulances can pass. In Trinidad, we can't do that. You're going to see a set of dunce passing through with their sirena. A lot of these dotage taxi drivers with their sirena who just break the law on the shoulder all the time. You will see them. Let's go again, guys. Check thing, boy. Check thing. Bamboo get a piece of road paved, boy. Wait, pause that right there now. Because here what happened. That is big new bamboo, boy. All you see that? Watch that now, man. All you feel it easy? Bamboo finally, after we fix most of the fix. So congratulations to the MP and congratulations to the council. Interior, exterior, no matter what you're doing, with wood floor, ceramic floor, tile floor, you name it, they have the vacuum for you, and plus they have top brands. Remember to give them a call, 638-3722, or you can check them out at Lampole 36 Midway El Socorro Road in Sawa. Let's go again, guys. When I see this, I had to laugh. 2,589 leaks repaired for August. If that is not an advertisement for incompetence, I don't know what is. That, imagine WASA boasting 2,600 leaks. Whose fault it is that all you have 2,600 leaks? It is because, number one, the crookery in WASA with all the pipes all you have put on and all the rubbish work that all you're doing all over the place. Every time WASA fix up a leak, you're almost sure they're coming back to fix that leak. So that 2,500 leaks is leak that leak again. So don't be surprised. That 2,500 is only 100, but the same leak end up leaking again and again and again, because that is how WASA does repair. Shameless. Shameless. Actually advertising how all is a failure, boy. If that is not the height of stupidity, I don't know what is. All you're actually advertising that what all you're responsible for, all you're failing at, that all you can't be that dotish. Gonzalez finds water disruptions curious, says sabotage. Of course you will find that, because that is where all you just go when all you can't answer or looking for excuses. Kamala come and take a wrench and Kamala open the pipe. Or Barry Padarat. Now, let me do mention he's not a good example to mention at all. Right? I'll give us somebody good to mention. Right? Oh, Dinesh Rambali go on and take a hacksaw and he cut one of the pipe. And that is who all blaming. Right? This is the excuse. This is the excuse. And like I said, we allow these people. We allow the people who are there to continue to ride our backs again and again. But like I said, that is what we are accustomed to. Wassa though, the only place that damage on this road is right where Wassa building is. And that is in the wrong ways. So Wassa come like a super blight. Wassa come like the Sukunyain area. You just put a Wassa building and everything else falling apart. The road does just get frightened and start to crumble. Imagine this. And for nothing they will fix it, you know. For nothing the government, this is in front of a rented property, and we'll do a FOIA and see who that building is rented from and how much they're paying. Because all you know with Wassa, we just have level fraud going on left, right, and center. Let's pull up again. Let's welcome Automax all-purpose degreaser. You can get it in 55 gallons. 18 liter, 3.7. For those of you who have your business places, give them a call and hear what you could do. Now, you hear this from me, eh? You could actually buy the big drum and bottle it yourself and sell it back to you now. Call them and they could sell you the big drum as well. Or if you have a commercial business that using the degreaser like that, give them a call, because we tried the degreaser recently and it worked excellent. What happened is that a truck had come here and leaked some oil and we tried it on it and it worked perfectly. So no problems at all. All right, so give them a call, Automax, 658-4984-321-5903. Let's go again, guys. When I saw this, I said shame. I said shame. And guys, there's a slide with the president afterwards, what the president said. I said shame. Because when a country could treat the differently able as if they don't exist or like nothing, like what they did at the stadium, where the disabled people were treated like dogs and they had to walk miles to get to the stadium, and the police refused to allow people to drop their families. That is what you call shame. That is what you call an embarrassment. But under this present government, that is the norm. Because if they could treat their own people as rubbish, as I said before, over 4,000 African men died in this country. Murdered like dogs, their blood fertilizing the soil. And that is factual over the last few years since PNM in power. That is what happened. And everybody knows that the PNM is mainly supported by the African community. That is a fact. The UNC is mainly supported by the Indian community. That is a fact. And when you look at people voting for a party where their own being murdered, and their own, every day you're seeing them with bullet in their head, every day you're seeing bullet in their eye, every day you're seeing chop on their neck, every single day you're seeing something. But you still decided that you have no shame, that you will dip your finger and support these worthless criminals. You are not part of the problem. You are not only part of the problem. You are the problem. And then you're wondering and you're bawling when they come. My son was a good boy. He wasn't this, he wasn't that. You are encouraging the dotishness. You are encouraging it because you think these people in government, you think they really care when your son get gunned down? They don't care. They do not care. They cannot handle crime because how are they going to stop the same people that they are paying? Let me explain. Gary exposed it through government contracts. Many criminals are outside there getting government contracts. And these criminals fund their guns courtesy the present government of Trinidad and Tobago. So the government is the biggest financier of guns for criminals. The government is the biggest promoter of criminal activity in this country. The government is the biggest supporter of individuals wanting jobs who are criminals. And yet it is all you're asking why the government don't do nothing about crime. The government is the biggest facilitator of crime. The government is the one that actually pushes the finance in the direction of these people, because the government, the TTPS, and the criminals basically is all in one. And I've said it before, why it is Erla don't lock down the crime hotspots? Why? Why the hell she don't do it? I am challenging Erla now. Why don't you lock down the crime hotspots? No, but you know what you're going to do? In areas where non-criminals are, you're going to lock it down. You're going to block the road. You're going to have roadblock. Because always a set a damn coward. That is why. Because I've said it before. Beat them, lock down the place, burn down the highway, pell down vehicle. Not one person was held. Even though cameras showed left, right, and center. I arrested 7 times. 7 times under the PNM, I was arrested for printing a flyer without the printer's name. That was in 2007. That was the biggest joke. And I was charged under the Anti-Terrorism Act. That is what the PNM does. Look, the other day, I saw a Muslim chap, a gentleman that I know. He just got a position on the tourism board. And I said to myself, how could any right-thinking Muslim, Hindu, or Christian, how could any right-thinking, God-fearing person support this madness taking place in this country? Is it that you are so hungry for power, you are so hungry for fame, you don't care who the hell you partner with, you partner with the devil and you don't have a problem? This government is one of the biggest oppressors that you could get against poor people. But you, as a practicing Muslim supporting this boy, something wrong with all your head or what? Something have to be wrong. Something, it can't be right. Let me just welcome our good friends at Mitsu Air Limited. The other day, man installed unit from a company in Shogunas, and the whole cover the air condition for long 1 o'clock in the morning. Send up it here for me. The air condition was installed 2 days before. When they come back, they tell him he interfered with it. Well, boy, the man lego some cost on them, and he take the unit, the same unit, and pelt it down the stairs and tell them come and remove everything they put on. You see, and this is a problem. People in this country, we are accustomed to low quality. That is why we have people in government and people in opposition who we have, because we are accustomed with low quality. We are accustomed with waste of time thing. But when people want to introduce us to good quality thing, we just say, nah boy, we're not accustomed to that. Well, this is good quality thing. This is thing that giving you 10 years warranty on parts and labor. And on the 9th year, on the 364th day, you could call them and tell them, hey, it's not cooling, come and check it out for me. And they will come and check it out. All right? Free parts and labor for 10 years. No other air condition company does that. Plus inverter units, so you save money on electricity. All you know what to do, right? Give them a call, 674-4000, 675-4000. Or you can check them out, mitsuair.limited@gmail.com. Let's go again, guys. I saw this. A video was sent to me. And I spoke to a resident in the area. And what he said to me is interesting. He said that he did not hear no sound of bawling or screaming or a 98-year-old, right, visually impaired man was murdered courtesy the fire services of Trinidad and Tobago. I want to repeat what I just said, and I make no apologies for it. A 98-year-old visually impaired man was murdered courtesy the fire services of Trinidad and Tobago. I want to show you something else. Guys, there's something that I gave you and asked you to show after this. Could we show that, please? This is a court document where I appeared in court, right, with my attorney, Richard Jagisa. And let me just see if I can get on to Richard now, because I want him to explain this to you. You know, he's such a good chap, but he's busy these days flying high, so I hope he might be able to take my call. Right, so, right. I apologize, I should have brought this through the... But he may not recognize the studio lines. Now, if he doesn't answer my line, I will put...
You have reached the voicemail box.
I gotta drop some hard blows on him. Anyway, put back that slide that we just had. What this is about is that I asked several questions of the Ministry of National Security. How many fire tenders do we have? Where are the fire tenders located? What stations does not have fire tenders? That was asked since July of 2023. I also asked what was the cost of repairs for the fire tenders. Who were the companies doing the repairs? What were replaced? What were the cost of parts? What was the cost of the new fire tenders? And the Ministry of National Security refused to answer. So, I decided, through my attorney, Mr. Jagisa, that we will file for judicial review, and we took it to court. And the ministry has 2-3 weeks, a little more, to provide all the information that we requested. This is where it has to go. Because let me tell you something, and I continue to tell people, in this country we have men who should not call themselves men. They are shameless little imps who have no testicular fortitude, none whatsoever. Afraid to stand up, afraid to even open their mouth and say we have an issue. A set of yellow belly cowards, and many of them right now sitting down watching me. And their children know that the father of the house is a coward, that he can't even talk, they have a problem. Nobody leave that just so don't say nothing. A 98-year-old, a man, God knows if he would have lived a year or two again, in the prime, in the ending years, in fact 1.5 foot already in the grave. And he just has a little time again. And this is how his life ended. This is how his life ended. And the fire tender came from, you know what area? Do we have the article, guys? No? The fire tender came from Wrightson Road. Wrightson Road. Yeah, look at here. Zoom in. A visual, he was identified as 98-year-old Malcolm Diaz. According to reports, around 6:45 p.m., officers of the Santa Cruz station responded to a report of a house on fire. On arrival, they observed a white concrete structure engulfed in flame. A party of fire officers from the Wrightson Road. Imagine that. Wrightson Road fire station. The tenders have to come from there. And the last part is something we are getting all too accustomed with in this country. The elderly man's charred remains were discovered in a bedroom. I want to ask a question to all those of you watching this right now. Come back to me. If that were your mother or father, would your reaction have been differently? Rather than dusting it off, rather than not thinking twice, about, it's about anyway. Would it have been different? Anyway, let me just welcome Cure to this segment. And again, I want to thank all those of you who have been supporting the Cure product, because I keep telling people, people will go to the supermarket and they will buy something that does not benefit them health-wise. For those of you who are in the gym, buy this by the cases and put it down, because this oxygenates the blood. To those of you who are diabetic, to those of you who had surgery, to those of you who are students, to the parents outside there, you have students, put this in their room instead of the rubbish many of them drinking, instead of this Red Bull dotishness and this Monster dotishness that they want to drink, right? Organize this for them. For those of you who are sick and ailing, for those of you who are cancer patients, this introduces oxygen, right, into your bloodstream. It works. And for free delivery, call 375-1100. That's just $6 a bottle. So twice a day, that is $12 a day to benefit your health. That is less than what you pay for one meal. 375-1100 and 299-6263, 292-1913. Give them a call and they will deliver free of charge. Call those numbers now, and you can even call them during the break. If you do not get through, contact me and I will try to push through your order for you. All right, so and it's just $129 a case. So make sure and organize and get your stocks now. Let's go again, guys. National Quarry shifted from energy to works ministry. Board has to resign. Let me tell you something. And I brought this to the attention of the Prime Minister. The same Prime Minister is the one who spoke about crooked contractors under the UNC. Those very contractors are getting what I may consider to be the bulk of contracts right now, interestingly. And we don't have to ask if there is fraud in the Ministry of Works. All we have to do is look at the projects being done all over. For example, by the Waima area there, by the Waima Bridge. One contractor came earlier, late last year. Another contractor came at the beginning of this year. And less than a few weeks ago, a week or two ago, another contractor came and did the same thing again. All you feel it easy? In less than a year, 3 contractors. Right? So what we are doing through the Freedom of Information Act, we are getting a list of all the roads in Trinidad and Tobago. Not only that, what we have done, I've contracted a company to get me a stencil of Rohan Sinanan's face. A stencil. Right? What they do, they cut it out of PVC board like what we carry. And what we are doing is that I'm going to buy a commercial printer. For those of you who, a commercial painter. For those of you who want to sponsor the painter, let me know. I'm looking for a commercial spray painter where we will go and everywhere we see a pothole, we will spray paint Rohan's face next to the pothole. Yes. No, God, not that face. A better looking face than that. Right? So we will be going, in fact, all you feel is joke I'm making? Just now wait here. I don't joke about these things, you know. Because what you have to start doing, you have to start to embarrass these fellas and them. Right? Justin, I'm sending you something here, right? I'll tell them to change it up a little bit for me because his beard is too full. He looking like a Muslim in the He looking like a Muslim in the pitié there. Next thing you know, he look like an imam or something and I get in trouble. Right? So I just sent you the photo. So basically, what we're going to do is that we are going to, when Justin loads it up, right, I will tell you what we're going to do. Right? So let me just welcome Extra Care Products. And, I've been speaking ad nauseum about the people who sponsor this program. And I want to just say, these sponsors that I have here, they pay less than 10% of what they would pay at other stations for the viewership that we have, because this program is the #1 program on a Wednesday night. Has been so for the last 18 years. Literally hundreds of thousands of viewers we have through cable and otherwise. Right? So for those of you who want to get, and by the way, these sponsors are them, when you ask them to just make a little space for a new one to come in, They refuse. And they have been with us for years because they realize the mileage. And not only that, they realize that what we speak here is factual. So therefore, a lot of merit goes to their company for supporting a program where the truth is said. In other words, I say what you want to say, but you are afraid to say. Basically, that's it. All right? So for those of you who are interested later on, right, so what we did, I asked them to remove the side beard a little bit, right, and put a goatee. How we looking there, Justin? Hey, Justin? Them can't catch yourself inside here. So what we're going to do is that this is going to be not his picture to the right, but the image on the left, we are going to take that and we're going to make it into a stencil, and we're going to spray paint by all the potholes. Wherever we see a pothole, we're going to spray this image with Rohan Sinanan on the pitch. Right? So look out for that comment. And by the way, it may not be me doing it. It could be other people as well. So for those of you, I could find out the cost for those of you. It's not going to be cheap. But one is that I would sponsor the PVC board for the stencil to be made, where they use a CNC router and they cut it out so that we could reuse it. So I'm going to find out the cost of one of those commercial spray guns where you could go and it is, you could use the power, the 12 volt from the vehicle, and you could actually spray. So for those of you who are interested in sponsoring that for us, let me know. And of course, we will paint it with high-res paint, high-visibility paint, so that it looks, right? So look out for it coming in your area. Let's go again, guys. Oh, just to let you know, we have windscreens in stock now. All over Trinidad and Tobago, the company price on windscreen is $6,000 to $7,000. Some of these fellas in Bamboo who claim to have original, they have it for $4,500. We have the original windscreens for Hilux, the 40 Navara Ranger from $2,195 installed, 100% genuine, and plus insurance approved. All right, so make sure and contact us for your pickup windscreen, and don't go and put a set of rubbish that these people want to sell you. All right, so what we're going to do is that we're going to take a break. Remember, you're watching Breaking Barriers right on IBN Channel 8. We'll be back right after this.
No more games. You always break the table when you lose. Promise? 4110 Jigsaw. Watch it. Don't you dare. Ronix.
Welcome to the home of Cure Oxygen Spring Water. A breathtaking 1,000 feet above sea level, where the elements collide. In an area of outstanding natural beauty. This land, our land, embodies nature, and our methods respect it. We use clean energy, solar, hydro, wind, to bring you the cleanest water. Every drop, sustainably sourced from pristine Cornish farmland. From the raw beauty of rainfall to our state-of-the-art bottling facility, situated on an ancient underground lake. We're reminded of the timeless power of pure water. But it doesn't stop here. The secret of Cure lies in the pure oxygen we so carefully infuse. To breathe life into every bottle of Cure water, without chemicals or additives. Cure pushes the boundaries of what water can do. uniting life's most essential ingredients: water and oxygen. The next generation of hydration. Pure Oxygen, nature's ultimate water.
Introducing Berberine Plus by Aja Nutrition, a unique combination of all-natural super supplements berberine, bitter melon, and barnaba leaf. Berberine Plus is clinically proven to provide diabetic support by decreasing insulin resistance, making the blood sugar-lowering hormone insulin more effective, increasing glycolysis, helping the body break down sugars inside cells, decreasing sugar production in the liver, slowing the breakdown of carbohydrates in the gut. Available in TNT pharmacies nationwide.
Mitsu Air Limited, authorized Mitsubishi air conditioning dealer. No need to replace your air conditioning units ever so often. Split units, cassette, ductable, CTVIF systems, and much more. Mitsubishi Electric has long been powering industries and providing solutions for healthy living. Mitsu Air Limited boasts the industry's first 10-year warranty on all parts and labor. Inverter units are also available. Don't hear it, just feel it. Mitsu Air Limited, 246 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Give us a call at 674-4000 or 675-4000 or email us at mitsu.limited@gmail.com.
Oh, good. Kevin, my brother, Mr. Atiram, I humbly apologize. I completely forgot. I'll try to do that before tonight. Just give me a reminder at the end of tonight. Please, me just heal out my partner. Kevin there. What happens is that we're up to about 415 murders so far, but that is nothing new. Right, okay. Siddhartha just giving me a little English lesson. Is aha, I'll catch you. Right. So, here we go. A man saying that Wassa disconnecting in South. If Wassa disconnecting any of the hotspots where people thief in water and they pay no water rate. Of course not. How you could disconnect PLM supporters? You can't do that. There is trouble you're asking for, boy. You can't do that, boy. You can't do that at all. Hello.
Stand by here to level it. This is what they're doing. Not in Trinidad, they just drop it and they leave it. No rule or nothing.
Right. Okay. So let's what we'll do is let me just welcome Rita to this right. Thank you so much, Shamati. Greatly appreciated. That's I just running through a few urgent right. Here we go. All right. Somebody's saying here there's a mound building in Contention Street, fixed over 5 times over a long period. And you see, for those of you who traverse the highway on the northbound lane between Weimar and Caroni, between the Caroni flyover and the Caroni Bridge, right? The Caroni Bird Sanctuary flyover and the Caroni Bridge, they did some repairs there. And let me tell you something. I believe what the ministry did is the ministry personally went and got their own cows, right? And what they did is they just tell the cow to back up and just let go, and the cow did what he had to do, and they just leave it just so and wait for it to dry. Nobody else leap anything, you know. They just leave it just so. Because that is the type of repairs that the Ministry of Works, the ministry that have the engineers, the ministry that is supposed to supervise all them contractors. Talking about, wait, just now, hold on a second. Talking about time, just now, I want to find out something. Right, here we go. All right, just now. Right. Oh yeah, there was this, guys. I'm going to give you something here to, right, Justin. Right, so there's something I just gave you. I just want you to post that up. Right, good. Let me just bear with me while I just get this, please. I'll open up our phone lines in the meantime, Justin. Let me just, while I'm doing this, because I want to be able, right. All right, Justin. Right, here we go. Right. That's all right. I'm making a call here. I don't. Right. So for those of you who want to call in, you could do so now. Just turn down the volume on your television, please. Right. The phone lines are open.
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Evening.
Hi, is this Mr. Parashram Singh?
Speaking.
Hi, this is Inshan Ishmael here. How are you?
Hey, good.
Mr. Parashram, I'm calling you live for my program. What's happening is that we want to get a little update, because what happened is that I noticed that the work that you're doing in Maracas, it's a bit overdue in regards to the length of time, because I noticed there was a 6-month period and it's going way past that now. Because many people have asked what is the situation. Not only that, what I've noticed is that what is being done, it has actually narrowed the road as well to where you all have actually put the, whatever you call them, the reinforcement to the side. Thank you so much, guys. I have it on my TV screen right now. Excellent, Justin. You're seeing where you put the supports on the side. It has actually narrowed the road. What is the situation there? I just want to ask so that the public can get an update as to when can we expect the work to be completed. How soon, please?
Right, so in Shanano, you wouldn't understand too much about the work and working.
No.
I
don't.
The design and also the design of the wall.
Right. No, I never claimed to be.
The wall is really a cantilever wall where the base of the wall falling where it would have to be, because terrain is kind of difficult up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but
so
I fully understand
that.
that.
Sort of behind time up there, because everything up there is very, very difficult to access, and even walking in that area is also kind of difficult.
No, but what we have noticed is half the time when we pass there and people pass there, they are telling us there is no one working and the place looks abandoned. No.
So.
I'm telling you, people who reside in the area, they are saying that. And in fact, I have visited Maracas together with my partner Moody on a few occasions. We have seen no one there.
I really get some feedback, and they said they had something on your Facebook or something, I think so.
No, but this is nothing bad, you know. What happened is that
I know, right? We don't ashamed of anything, you know.
I just want you to get, if possible, because it is over a year now when the project was supposed to be a 6-month time frame. Justin, could we get the could we get the billboard? Could we get the billboard?
It is on the signboard.
Yeah. Right. The billboard, clearly shows that. So, if you could please give us a timeline as to when you think you might be completed.
Tension up there. So, as I said again, the terrain is very difficult.
No, but before you bid,
if the place is falling.
No, but hold on. Before you bid.
Going up there to carry concrete.
No, but
our supplier is a good friend. No, they will tell you that if the road is wet.
But first off, who is my? First off, you made a statement there. Who is my good friend? Who is my good friend?
We supplier of concrete.
Your supplier of concrete. Well, what happens is that
I think they are also your supplier of concrete.
I have many people, but here what's happening. You see, one of the things that I've learned is that when you get your scope of works and you get the contract will be based on certain things. One, you did not check the terrain after you got the contract. It was checked before. And then also, you have gone past the rainy season, you have gone past the dry season, and now we are in another dry season. So what happened is that I'm just asking, because it was hell last time I went up there, because there was no police and there was nobody to assist traffic, and it was a holiday. And boy, let me tell you something, people waited for hours to be able to go through a lane. So if you tell me, all right, by the end of November, by the end of December, but what is happening is that we are not seeing the silver lining at all. Again, worried?
Yes. Probably, apart from me, there would be the consultants, there would be the engineer, and there would be... So it's 3 different... Well, actually, if you see the billboard, you'll see all of that there. So probably...
But
you could also ask them what is.
No, but it has finished that stage because the consultation, the planning, the scope of works, everything. You are the contractor now, and what happens is that you are the one with the responsibility to complete the project on time. So I just asking, you don't have to answer now, but if you could please, I'm just asking for your indulgence here, for the sake of the people who reside here and traverse here. If you could just get back to me, please, anytime, I will appreciate it. And this is in no way to knock your company. I have never heard any bad things about your company. I've never had to put up your company for anything. I just want to ask a few questions relating to this, that's all. All right?
Yeah, so what we can simply say that we are working very hard. Actually, we're trying to do some work. We have to try to do some work in the night also because it's really challenging, but we can handle that challenge. And so maybe like in the next month or so we should complete because there's another wall to be done there too.
Thank you so much.
But there's no way we could have what we talk about, you erect the shoring and all of that without going into the road because the base of the wall is below the road.
No, in other words, what you're saying, because of the natural slope it has, you had to come in a bit.
The narrowness of the road and the terrain, yeah.
So then, if I may ask, why just they don't cut, would they be planning to cut a little bit of the mountain from the side so that they could facilitate trucks that are passing there at the same time with cars? Because it will become a little difficult for vehicles, two big vehicles to be passing.
We hope that the public will be able to bear with us for a while, yes, but they will not be able to cut on the other side of the mountain. Because cutting would only make it difficult because we already did the tree on the other side.
Okay. Fully understand. Yeah. All right, then, sir.
The public would bear with us on that, but we intend to complete that like maybe in a month or two.
Thank you so much. All the best and be safe. Take care. Okay, then. Bye-bye.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
bye. You know, and I want to congratulate the gentleman. I mean, honestly, he could have just hung up the call. That was Mr. Parasram Singh, the owner of Parasingh General. They're handling the works right there by Maracas. And he could have just hung up the phone. Or he could have been disrespectful, but he was very open to questions. And I would like to congratulate him for that. Because at the end of the day, even though they're behind, he understood that. And, you know, he was not trying to pass the buck. And I would like to thank him for that. That is all we ask. That is all we ask. Well done, sir. Well done. All right. So let's go to the other slide, guys. Delmano. What happens is that I saw Wagyu on this, and this was sold at Cannes Poultry, right? In Endeavor. And I asked the girl if it was halal. And she told me yes. And this is at Cannes Poultry. And what happened is that because Cannes is Muslim owned, I decided, look, if she tells me it's halal and it's sold here, well, it must be halal. What happened is that something just kept telling me to call the number on the listed on the packaging. Come back to me. And I contacted the company, and the gentleman told me, he said that the same machine that they use to process pork is the same machine they use to process that beef. I asked him if he could guarantee me there can be no cross-contamination. He said, no, he cannot guarantee me that. And as soon as he said that, my duty is to warn you that this product being sold by Cannes Poultry, because of a risk of cross-contamination with pork, we ask that you do not consume it, and it cannot be considered halal. All right, so that is the Wagyu burgers. So be warned, please. I contacted Cannes, I spoke to one of their representatives, and unfortunately they read the message, and I did not even get a response. So that's why I'm putting it on here. All right, so let's go to our lines. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to you, Brother Inchan.
Wa alaikum assalam and good evening.
Inchan, I want you to bear with me a little minute.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, we have been having a spate of violence, robberies, murders involving the Venezuelan nationals who are here.
Right, correct.
Right. So, according to the ministry, let me be quickly. According to the ministry, we're supposed to have 16,000 registered people. Why, to start with, these people wasn't properly vetted, one, so you don't know who is who, but why didn't they issue something like an identification card? Not a national ID, but something where they have to keep on the person. So let's say a group of Venezuelans walk along the road, the authorities could stop, check them. If they don't have it, they could detain them until they provide it and whatnot. This way, we will know who is who, and it is estimated that we have about 180,000 people here. And all who is not registered to be here, send them back. They are causing a lot of problems. All the best, thank you.
No, you're absolutely right. What happens is that we need to have a national database with everybody's fingerprint on it. When you're born, take your fingerprint. So that way, anytime something happens, you have to ask, well, they're not on the fingerprint, they're not on the database. Look, the other day I saw officers, 2 Venezuelans driving vehicle without driver's permit. But I hear what's happening. Export them one time, get them out of the country and done the story there. Because you see, we tolerate too much dotishness in this country. Guys, let's run through the slides fast. Please hold off from taking any calls. Let's run through the slides because I have a few more. The one with the retreat. Right. Yeah, I could take off the pseudo lines. Imagine, right? These are your representatives from the PNM. Right? In other words, this could be a circus here. Because from what I'm seeing is a bunch of clowns. Well, except 1 or 2. Right? They decided to have a retreat at the Cruising Hotel and Yachting Center in Chaguaramas. God knows what will be the cost of this, and who will have to pay is you and I. But what is interesting is that our tax dollars paid for a place called the Diplomatic Center, which is this place, which have an area to house all of them and their greedy self, and they could eat their belly full with everything they does normally eat, like never see come see. But they decided not to use here. They decided that they will pay for a place. And this is the stupidity of the people who continue to support these people. Utter stupidity. We have any more slides, guys? Because it's time. Minister respond. Here what's happening. What I'm being told, and the allegation is that people who were sent home from Vemcot are back on the job. And this thing with Vemcot and all the allegations go on to rest. I am not going to allow that to rest. Right? There's rampant fraud going on at Vemcot, and certain people should be held and they should be charged. And the police needs to get involved. Once this goes to the bloody Ministry of Works, it is dead. Because the Ministry of Works is one of the most corrupted ministries in the whole country. So this thing with Vemcot, all you better light that back up. Because here what's happening. I'm going to bring it up again. Because it cannot just die just so. People cannot be fired. People cannot be thrown out for nothing. People cannot be intimidated by fools. It cannot continue. Man owing Vemcot for work and they are board members. And all they're telling me this nonsense is going to continue? Nah, man, all you're joking. All you're joking. Anyway, this is where I have to end it off. What I'm heading to see the, take a look at the Guyana match and to see Guyana, if Guyana winning or losing. Anybody could give me the stats. And then, before I end off, like I said, I'm doing a stencil, several stencils, and it is to be made out of PVC board. Justin just showed them what it is, right? And we're going to do it with Rohan Sinanan's face. That's his face here, right? And what we're going to do is that we are going to buy a commercial sprayer. And wherever there's a pothole, we're going to spray his image here. Right? So that is the plan, more or less. That is the plan, more or less. All right? So get ready, like Freddy. All right? So that is where I have to end it off. God bless you, and we need to end it off here. Take care. And I'll catch you next week for Breaking Barriers. There's a repeat of this program on Saturday at 9 p.m. Catch you at Brilliant this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Bring down the family for a line. All right, take care. Assalamu alaikum and good evening.
for something to happen to me. But this waiting comes with trials and challenges. Nothing in life is free. I wish that somehow you tell me out aloud that on that day I'll be okay. But